Well, a warm welcome back. Look at some of the food available in Hangzhou. Pretty representative of CHN province cuisine in general. Also got the most famous green tea in China, Longjing tea. Generally, their food tends to be more sweet rather than savoury. It's certainly pretty colourful. So 3 matches down. That excellent performance from Hoki and Kobayashi getting past Jia and So in the decider. But what about this match coming up now? Women's doubles. 4-time world champions Chen and Jia up against the young guns Lu and Tan. They've had such a remarkable season. Here's how the groups sort themselves out. And by the way, our final match in this first session will feature the other 2 pairs in this group. So Matsumoto and Nagahara against Raheyu and Ramadenti in Cup. We've already seen one of the matches from Group B. But I think the crowd's going to really enjoy this one. The other thing that just adds a bit of additional spice to this match is the fact that Lu and Tan have won the only previous meeting, which was in the round of 16 of the French Open in October. They won that match 21-14 in the third.
Umpire, Trish Gup, New Zealand. Service judge, Mai Lan Yang, Vietnam.
And there's the confirmation. It was a great watch in Nantes. And so Chen and Jia should be thirsting for revenge here. Not really much I can tell you about these two that you don't already know. 4-time world champions. Olympic silver, of course, in Tokyo. And they won these World Tour finals in both 2019 and also in 2022, as we look at Ji Fan. We will do in a moment. 16 World Tour titles they've won as a pair. 5 this year. Now we can see there she is. Left-handed, of course, 26 years of age. We've won a couple of Super 1000s this year, the Malaysia Open and the China Open. And Super 750s in Singapore and Denmark. And they go back for just about a decade now as a pair. you'd expect them to win plenty of titles in a season, but you wouldn't necessarily have expected Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning to have begun the way they have and completely kind of re-energized women's doubles in the sense of new kids on the block. Just 19, so still a teenager, Liu. That ranking of 9 is the highest. On the World Junior title last year in both girls doubles and mixed doubles, Liu Shengshu. And Tan Ning was actually a singles player in her junior days. Actually won bronze medal in the Asia Junior Championships. But I think they found the right discipline here. Might be too much of an exaggeration, Chris, to say that they are potential pretenders to Chen and Jia's crown as the #1 women's doubles player in the world, but they've just been so impressive this year, you kind of think it might happen.
Definitely, and I think one of the most outrageous things, as you identified, Liu Shengshu, she's 19, and her second senior tournament, she won the Indonesian Masters, which is a 500. Not with her current partner here, she won it with Zhang Shuxian. But still, at that age, to be winning a tournament, it shows how much potential she already has, and to be at this level, they haven't been playing together that long, and for me, they are the most exciting young player / partnership in the world.
On my right, Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning, China. And on my left, Chen and Jia Yifan, China. Chen to serve to Liu Shengshu. Love all. Play.
It's just perfectly set up because you would think Chen and Jia want to put these whippersnappers in their place, and from Liu and Tan's point of view, they want to prove that victory in Nantes was no flash in the pan.
Service over. 1 love. Two love.
The other thing,
over.
when they first came
1,
onto the scene,
2.
Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning, you wouldn't really have thought that the Olympic Games was on the radar. Next year's Olympic Games, but no question it is now.
Yeah, and that's the amazing thing. They only really started their partnership properly in March. Although, they played a tournament last year together and they did win it, but it was an international series in Malaysia, a much lower event. So from March to now, they've gone from, just starting a partnership to proving they are one of the best players in the world. And at their age, at 19 and 20, it really is phenomenal. Look at that. Absolutely incredible shot.
Service over.
The vision to, first of all, see the gap when you're in this position, off balance, out of position, and have the ability to play that. Incredible.
I like the way Jia just looked at partner, made a little face as if to say, yeah, this might be tricky this afternoon.
Service over. 2-3. Service over. 4-2.
I've got to say, some of these rallies are a little longer than kind of expected, because both these pairs like to get the job done as quickly as possible. They don't tend to have these long, clear type rallies, but there's a lot of respect, I think, here. Wouldn't be at all surprising if both these pairs came through from Group A, regardless of who wins this match.
And the amazing thing is we've got current world number ones, and they're world number one by some way, around 17,000 points, which is a lot ahead of everyone else. So, you know, they're not world number one by a long, long way on the world rankings, playing against a 19 and a 20-year-old, and the 19 and 20-year-old don't look out the depth at all when they're competing. And this is why, for me, I honestly think Liu, she's one of the best 19-year-olds I've ever seen in my life in ladies doubles. At that age, being, I mean, look at that. Being this good at that age, it's special, it really is.
7-2.
Every time I've seen them play, I feel like they've got better and better, and I've only seen them play over the last 4 months. But their progression since March to now is, I mean, it kind of defies all logic and understanding how you can improve that quick. But China have so many good ladies doubles pairs that their training environment is so strong.
Service over. 3-7.
And they've made a flying start here, albeit aided and abetted by some uncharacteristic unforced errors from the world number one pair. They really don't need a second invitation, these two.
Got to be careful going cross court into that backhand, because the drift's just taking it. It's almost a danger corner. Brilliant.
Service over.
And they're so aggressive as a pair. Liu and Tan,
8-5.
more concerned about the rear of the court, put pressure on their opponents and step up.
And the other thing is, any possibility of an inferiority complex was snuffed out in that match in Nantes a couple of months ago. Beat them at their first attempt, so I think actually that's kind of more of a problem. Another lovely shot, more of a problem for Chen and Jia.
5.
Yeah, and I think it's often the way the current world number ones, they've got the pressure on them, they're expected to win, but they train day in, day out with their younger opponents who know their game so well, and it's always a slightly interesting game the way that it turns out, but the level that Liu and Tan have is so good that they can challenge anyone. And it wouldn't surprise me if we are seeing, you know, the future world number ones.
Service over. 6-9.
I think another very real possibility is that this could also end up being the final on Sunday of women's doubles, possibly. Well, for once,
7,
Tan didn't quite get that
9.
right. Rather allowed Jia back into the point.
Yeah, just at full stretch there and too loose.
Well, that's why they're the world #1 pair. Give them just the briefest of opportunities, just a glimmer, and they've taken it, and they're back on terms at 9-all without having seemingly done too much. Just a few errors from their opponents. Good defence from Jia.
Yeah, Chen and Jia just moving the shuttle around. It's the one area where the younger Chinese pair, I think they're going to get better at, but if you stretch them, if you get them out of position, I think their explosive power at the moment isn't quite as good as the current world #1s.
Service over. 10-all.
So final point for the mid-game break. They only have each other for company, though. For that, no coaches, obviously.
Interception.
Service over. 11-10. Interval.
So it is the world #1 pair that have the fractional edge halfway through the opening game.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
他知道你会冲。
Players on court.
Track 17.
11-10. Leo to receive. Play. Well, 10.
decision there. Is it in or out?
13-10.
Looked like it was going wide to me, and it was a very hesitant effort, wasn't it, from Tan?
Yeah, I think Tan just looked a fraction too long to the side.
Service over. 11-13.
So important to remember about that drift. As we're looking, it's going from left to right. So if you're playing cross court with the drift, you've got to be so careful where you're aiming.
Well, proving to be just as fascinating as we anticipated this match so far. Lightning quick start from the younger pair. Chen and Jia recovering, and now many ones.
Service over.
Very quick on our return of serve.
14-12.
Again, that drift. Going cross, you've got to aim inside tram.
13-14.
The amount of shots I've seen go out that way so far in these first 3 matches I've watched, it's a lot.
Well, they did brilliantly to get the first one back, but
Service
Fan wasn't to be denied.
Great defense.
13.
Chen. And the younger Chinese player, you can't, when you're having to defend, if you're going anywhere near the center and it's going in an upward direction, you're in big trouble. Jia Fan, she does incredible to cut it out, but the shuttle's coming up to her, so it makes it easier for her.
Well, that came gift wrapped.
16.
I think Tan there was
13.
almost caught in 2 minds. Didn't know whether to almost play a net shot or play a poke, and then in the end, I'm not too sure what really happened. Very loose net.
Wipe the court, please. Wipe the court. Thank you. Stay on court. Players on court. Liu Xingxu challenges called in.
Well, not sure how much she really believes that that call was incorrect, and how much it's the actual state of this opening game, and she may as well have a go with 2 challenges still remaining.
Yeah, I feel it's a bit more of a hope.
Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 18-13.
It's a good turnaround from the
Play.
current world number ones, Chen and Ya. Just because they were 7-2 down at the start, the match came out a little bit slow. As the game's gone on, they controlled it more and more.
Second game.
Good control there, just in a
19-13.
downward, awkward direction. Makes it difficult for her opponent. Tan kind of gets a bit squashed at the net and can't really get it away.
Service over.
Great interception by Liu at the net.
14-19.
Again, Chen, you just got to be so careful when you're hitting any upward shot going through the center. See it here, there. It's not wide enough. You can see Liu at the net. She hasn't got to move, she's in position. Makes it comfortable for her to be able to keep hitting in a downward direction. Great placement on the attack.
20. Game point. 14.
Again,
Game.
fantastic interception.
First
Chen
game
Chen,
on
but
one by
the
Chen
offensive
Chen
shot's gone in
and
an upward
Jia
direction
Yuan.
through the center, which
21,
allows the net player
14.
to able to intercept. Do think that first game, the current world number one showed their class. They just got better and better throughout the first game. Even though they had a little bit of a slow start.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play. Service over. 1 love.
Fascinating to see how Montana are going to respond after dropping that opening game.
Very aggressive start to the second game, very similar to how they started the first. Again, the drift. Got to be so careful. Anything towards that right-hand side of the court.
Yeah, just going further and further beyond the sideline.
Service over. 3-1.
Placement on the attack.
Service over. 2-3.
Well, they worked the opening really cleverly. Gia and Chen. Gia put it away.
Gia, so calm in defense, just giving her opponent nothing, almost sending a message, and then she gets one attack, and the placement, absolute perfection. Just proving why they are current world #1.
Fault. Fault. The net. Service over.
It's well spotted by the umpire.
4-3.
Too far away to be able to see that here.
Change.
Yeah, they didn't appear to be any real complaints, did there, from G Fan?
It's interesting, I've seen Gia Fan flick 50 times, I'd say, over the last 6-7 months, and most people have struggled with her opponents today because they train with her day in, day out. No real struggle in reading her serve, and she's got such a good flick serve.
5-3.
Just got that one wrong, possibly put off because Tan chased it, knew where it was going. Yeah, they look frustrated because Liu would have had that quite comfortable if Tan had left there.
4-5.
Just having the composure to make that quick decision when you're under stress.
Maybe a few more errors from Liu and Tan in that first game than we've been used to seeing them make.
Yeah, I think they know how good their opponent's defense is, so they're thinking they've got to be that little bit better. But then, in the end, forcing a mistake.
Service over. 6-5. Play.
Yeah, the flick was
over.
okay, but it was just red
All.
GFN, and then great attack, just too much pressure. There, the placement again, major trouble, and an easy put away.
The
World to win that rally, considering the string broke.
Yes.
Was a bit wild.
Service over. 7 all.
First title they won together, those two, back in 2014, would you believe? India Grand Prix gold then, 10 years ago.
Service over.
Good placement.
8,
Which obviously
7.
caused the indecision. It's right in between the two. Just end up leaving it for each other.
I think it landed absolutely bang on that centre line. Great defence while it lasted, but
9-7.
they are relentless when they're playing well. Chen and Chia.
It's the thing, not really giving their opponents anything. Get the attack, consistent, solid, some variation. It's so difficult for Liu and Tan to survive in the defence.
Service over. 8-9. Service over. 10-8. Service over. 9-10.
Great pick up.
Yeah, great shot from Chen, right to the body of Tan, right on the hip.
11-9 interval.
Couldn't really deal with it, and so they've got a 2-point cushion at the mid-game break.
1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Line judge. Line judge. Join. Thank you. Eleven, 9. Play. Service over. 10, 11.
Move the shot around so well. Chen and GFN, and then as soon as they get the opportunity, they take it. Giving their opponents nothing, just making a move, and then here, get that one opportunity, very short lift. But they work the rally so well.
Service over.
It's amazing to
11,
think.
12.
Tan back in 2019, as you said earlier, she was a singles player. She won the Malaysian Junior International, and now one of the best ladies doubles players in the world.
I think she made the right decision.
Yep, definitely.
Service over. 13, 11.
Well, so far the second game proving rather more competitive than the first. And doesn't take much, or it wouldn't take much for Lu and Tan to turn this around. So quick to pounce there, Chen.
11.
So sharp on that net. Read it well. It's the right shot.
Service over.
Big gap there.
12, 14.
Well, it wasn't the worst idea,
Service over.
but didn't
15,
get it right.
12.
I'd say little differences like that have made quite a big difference. The amount of easier mistakes that they've given to their senior teammates and the control of the rally. They've looked so much more composed than the current world #1s. It's a great move though from
Service over.
Tan stepping in there,
13,
getting control of the rally,
15.
then just putting it into a pretty big gap, taking the pace off the shuttle.
Yeah, well done.
Service over.
Great pressure again, and as soon as they
16,
get
13.
any opportunity in the rally, the current world #1s, they just take it. And here, off balance, and then steps in, slightly loose, just pressure, and then very comfortable put away.
On court. Service over. 14-16. Fifteen, 16.
Great shot, brilliant vision. Saw her opponent stepping in.
16 all.
And just puts the shuttle into the gap. There. She, I found she's just migrated to the middle a little bit too much. She's got to stay a bit wider. It was fantastic vision, great shot.
And 3 points on the spin have put them right back in with a chance of leveling the match here in this second game.
Out.
Oh, that's a little
Service
careless
over.
though.
17-16.
Good pressure, and then that miss hit gives them an easy opportunity. And this point is so integral now for Liu and Tan. It's good defense, and Chen just moving the shuttle around so well, making sure their opponents just always slightly stretched off balance, not really giving them an opportunity when they're on balance. Every time they're hitting a shot, you could see they're having to move, and that's a loose drop shot.
And something about Chen and Jia today, though, you just always fancy him to win the big points, like that one. Looked like they were on a mission from the start, albeit they were a little sluggish early. I think after losing to
20, match point,
the first
16.
meeting in Nantes, just think they wanted to settle the score, and they're 1 point away from doing it now. 4 match points.
Court 2, men's doubles.
Harry, this.
Let's welcome technical officials.
Well, it was brilliant defence from Chen and Jia in the middle of that point.
Service over. Line
But
judge.
in the end, Liu and Tan would not be denied.
17-20. Thank you. Players on court.
That shot there is the one to put them in trouble.
Chen.
Bit short, upward direction, kind of gone through the center. Great cutout from Liu, though.
Okay. Play.
gone wide, I don't know.
Let's welcome the players.
Well, they really made them work hard for it, but in the end, they take the second game 21-17 and just redress the balance a little bit against the youngsters who've taken women's doubles by storm this year. And now it's 1-1 in the head-to-head against the world's top-ranked pair currently. Chen and Jia get the job done in straight games here in less than 45 minutes on court.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So 21-14, 21-17, 3/4 of an hour of excellent women's doubles entertainment. Really would not surprise me if those two pairs met in the final on Sunday. But there's a long way to go between now and then, and the pressure's on for Lu and Tan to win their next couple of games. Crowd building up all the time as we go through the afternoon. It'll be virtually full this evening, definitely full at the weekend. But coming up next, our final match of the first session. It's women's doubles. Matsumoto and Nagahara of Japan up against Rahayu and Ramadanti of Indonesia. Up next.